Welcome. I have 18 items to send out today from eBay. Everything sold on eBay. My profit was $293.04, which is an average profit of $16.28 per item. I'm thrilled about that. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jen. I'm a fairly new reseller. I just started in October of last year. So I'm learning as I go along, and I'm trying very hard to get my average profit higher than, at first I was excited when it was like $7. Now today, $7 was my lowest, and I only had four items that were under $10 in profit. I'm going to show you how I ship my items, and as I said, I'm just learning, so learn along with me. I have all clothes that are going out today, only clothes. So this is my sales from August 4th to August 8th. The first is this Bahamas, I don't know, to me it's like a swimsuit cover up, but it is vintage and it's just like a tank top, t-shirt, dress. I found this at the Goodwill when I went, I don't remember when I went. I don't love the Goodwill, so I don't go very often. But I found it on the $1 ticket item, and I just found out my Goodwill has completely done away with any in-store sales. Completely done. So it's full price or nothing. I think there's like a rewards program, but you don't know what your rewards are until you get to the place. I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I bought it for 90 cents. The buyer paid $20.30, so after fees and shipping, my profit is $12.67. Not bad on a 90-cent item. Today, I have a lot of recycled mailers that I'm going to be using. I like to use recycled mailers because I try really hard to not contribute to the garbage of the world. I just ordered a bunch of stuff for our homeschooling year, and so I have a lot of mailers that folks have come in. So I'm going to just be reusing a lot of those, as well as some new ones because I don't have enough of the recycled ones. But I've never had anybody complain about me using recycled packing materials, so hopefully it won't be an issue, but we'll see. This is a North Face hoodie, and I just thought the graphic was really cool on that. It's a really pretty, like a light teal green color, and it was in really good condition when I found it. I bought this at a garage sale, and I don't remember my actual cost for the sweatshirt, but my average cost that day was $3.54. So sometimes if I can't remember, like, oh, I paid $2 for this and $4 for this, I'll just add everything together, divide it by the total that I spent, and find my average cost of goods. And it works out pretty well for me, I think. The buyer paid $26.75, so after fees and shipping, my profit is $10.59. I don't have great luck with the North Face for some reason, but sometimes if things are a little different, then like the fleece sweatshirts, I don't sell the fleece sweatshirts, like zip-ups and things like that at all. I have them, but they don't really sell for me for some reason. So anyway, that is over £1, so it has to go priority mail at the post office. So I just use the free priority mailing supplies that they have at the post office, and you can do that too. You can order them online, or you can, I just go in and ask for them because I've not had much luck actually getting the things that I've ordered online to show up at my house. So this is a Tyvek mailer, and they say that the Tyvek mailers are waterproof. I don't know if that's accurate, but again, I've not had anyone complain about them having some water, nothing being wet or anything. I do like to put an extra piece of tape because while it says this is sealed, I don't know, it just doesn't feel very secure to me. So I put an extra, just little bit of tape over the the little flap there just to give it some reinforcement. This is a Chico's shirt. I like to buy Chico's, and this isn't, sometimes they have brands like lines like Travelers and Zenergy. Those are two I can think of. I don't know if you can see that, but there's like gold studding stripes through there. It's really cute. It's very fancy, I think. And I bought this at a local thrift store for $1.50 on a half off day. And the buyer paid $17.25, and I think I sold it within a week. So after fees and shipping, my profit is $9.36. It's not a huge profit, obviously, but when it sells very quickly like that, I don't mind. I just don't really like storing things. It did sell on an offer, so I don't remember how much I'd actually listed it for, but this is under a pound. I like to weigh everything, but as I'm taking the pictures, and then I just take a picture of the weight, and then when I'm entering it into eBay and listing those items, I just, you know, under my shipping options, then I put what the actual weight is. And that has worked really well for me so far. There are some times when I'm off for some reason, like either my packaging is off or, I don't know, I just don't do it right. Sometimes I think it gets changed on me. I'm not positive that that actually happens, but it seems like maybe it does. And yeah, so I just have a little, actually, my scale is a food scale, so it's not very big, but that's what I had. I had one left from, we needed a food scale for like a science experiment in I homeschool my kids. So I just used that because that's what I had on hand. Now, maybe one day, my mom actually bought me like an actual postage, like a mail scale? Is that a thing? She bought me one of those at like an auction. My mom's a big auctioner. I'm making up words today. Auctioneer. Anyway, unfortunately it didn't work, so that was kind of a bummer. But anyway, I feel like I get a little distracted when I do this way, but that's okay. When items don't fit in a Tyvek mailer, I like to use priority boxes. These are the 1092s, I believe. And it says on the box, right by the barcode, it says 1092 July 2013. So that tells you like the, I think 1092 is the size. So I like to use the boxes for larger things that won't necessarily fit into like a Tyvek mailer, like this leather jacket. This is just Worthington is the brand, and that's like a department store brand. So it's not anything notable, I guess, but it was 100% leather and in impeccable condition. I found it at a yard sale for $5, and it sold for $37.70. Now that's what the buyer paid for the item that I sold, plus the shipping, because all of that money comes to me and then I pay the actual shipping out of that. So I don't have to worry about taxes. eBay takes care of all of that. But what comes into my account was the $37.70 after fees and shipping, and of course my cost of goods. I always include that. Take that out of the gross sale into the net. I don't always say it, but I always include it. My profit is $17.95, and this sold once before, and the buyer didn't ever pay for it, which happens on eBay sometimes. It's a little frustrating, but I don't know, it happens. So oftentimes it's really little sales, like something that I'm like, oh, I'll just get rid of it for $5, and then they don't pay for it, and then that's really irritating. One time I had a woman say she was gonna buy 4 purses, and she left all 4 of them sitting. That was very frustrating. But I don't remember where I was going with that. Oh, this sold once before, and then I just kept getting likes on it. So I think leather jackets, you know, if you can find them, maybe that's where it's at this fall. I don't know. I'm not big on trends, so I don't know what the trends are going to be, but I also do think a leather jacket is kind of just classic, and, you know, classic things go well. Now you might notice that I am writing on my boxes and not putting labels on them. I do that because I have a label printer, but I haven't set it up yet. I've had it 4 months. I think I bought it in February. But I use QR codes, and they're just very simple for me. I've used them the whole time that I've been doing this, so it almost feels easier to just do what I've always done versus learning something new. Yell at me in the comments. Say, hey Jen, get your printer together. Get your act together. It'll save you time. I know it will. Anyway, this is a Lucky Brand shirt. This is like an example of brands I always pick up, and now they're actually selling, which is good. I'm glad when they actually sell. This I picked up at a garage sale for $2. It was a 3X, which I think is key. I think the larger Lucky Brand sizes sell better for me. I didn't sell many Lucky Brand in July, but that's okay. So the buyer paid $21.22 after fees and shipping, and my $2 cost of goods, my profit is $12.50. I don't know, I don't really have anything else to say about that. The Lucky Brand doesn't sell for a lot for me, but maybe prior to July, I felt like it sold pretty quickly, but now I don't know if it's people are losing interest in it or if I'm not picking up the right things. It just doesn't seem to be selling as quickly for me. This is very cool. This is a very heavyweight corduroy jacket, shirt jacket, right, with elbow patches. It is a men's, and you can tell because the men's buttons are on the right and the women's buttons are on the left. I don't know why it's like that, but it is. I do think that this is vintage. It's Orvis. I don't know if I said that yet, but it is like a corduroy, very heavyweight jacket. It was really cool. I bought this. Okay, quick. If you like guessing games, guess in the comments how much I bought this for, because you're never going to guess how much I bought this for. I will tell you that I bought it at my favorite thrift store. Is that helpful? If you've seen my videos before, you know my favorite thrift store is very, very cheap. This day, my average cost of goods at my favorite thrift store was 20 cents. That's insane to me. Just absolutely insane. This sold quite quickly, and let's see, it sold for $50.70. So after fees, shipping, and my cost of goods, my profit is $35.90. I just am blown away. Now, that would have been a great profit if I had spent $5 on it, or even $10. I still would have profited, what, $25 on this shirt, but 20 cents, that just really helps. It helps the profit margins, right, when your cost of goods are so low. Thankfully, I have a couple sources where I can get my items very, very inexpensively. However, the caveat to that is a $50 item like this Orvis piece is the rare exception and not the rule. I just find very basic things most of the time that sell between $15 and $25, which, you know, when I'm only spending 20 cents to $2, I still can get a pretty decent profit off of those items. This is a Nike Pro sports bra. I don't know, there's not really anything else to say about that. It seems really little. It's like a size medium, but it just seems tiny. I bought it at a local children's consignment sale. And they have all sorts of things, not just children's clothes. I bought a lot of stuff in the spring. I think I bought even more stuff in the fall prior to that. But this I bought for $2.05. And let's see, The buyer paid $14.64. So after fees and shipping, my profit is $6.99. Again, you know, most of my items are selling between $15 and $25. But when my cost of goods is low, I can still make a $7 profit, which is a pretty decent return on my $2 investment, I think, as long as I can sell them fairly quickly. I don't want to hold on to something for a really long time just to sell it for $7 or for a $7 profit, but that's just my feeling on it. I also don't have a huge amount of storage space, so these are just things I'm learning as I go along the way. Again, I am just using recycled poly mailers for that. I just have a little pile of recycled poly mailers and some padded ones. I ordered a lot of books, so a lot of these came in like bubble mailers. This is again something that sold very quickly and came from my favorite thrift store. It came from that same trip where I bought the Orvis jacket. This is embroidered and it has like flowers on it. This is a vintage romper denim overall jumper thingamajig. That is the technical term for it. The buyer paid $31.45, and after fees, shipping, and again my 20-cent cost of goods, my profit is $21.61. I like to wrap things in tissue paper and put a little sticker on it. I buy these stickers on Amazon and I really just find like the cheapest ones possible. In fact, these are tiny. They're like 1 inch across. They're tiny, tiny, tiny. But I feel like, I don't know, it's just a little bit, it just makes it a little bit nicer, you know? I think that, in fact, just this week I had someone message me and say thank you for the care that you put into packaging my item. So I thought that was really nice and made me feel like, you know what, it might feel like an extra step. It might feel wasteful a little bit, but I think it's just the right thing to do as far as like customer service. I do like to use tissue paper versus some, what is that called? Like plastic. I know some people use like either Ziploc bags or, which that feels expensive to me. But there's also like just bags, like sealable bags that you can get. Actually, I think I have a recycled one. Yeah, so some packages will come in just like a bag that has like a sealy, sticky thing on it. I recycled those as well and put items in there. But just on the regular, I do use the tissue paper. I don't know for sure that it's the best ecologically, eco-friendly option, but I feel like it's a little bit better than the just using plastic. This is denim and flower. This is one of those things. Sometimes I think that when I'm in a thrift store and I comp things, which is looking up what they're selling for, what they're listed for, how many are sold, how many are listed, all that information helps me make a decision on whether I want to buy something or not. I know that I comped these. I'm not always great at comping, but I know I bought like 2 of them at the same time. And I was like, oh, these are really cool. And I know that I comped them and I thought they comped really well. And then I got home and I was like, these are like nothing. I don't know why I thought that they were so great. But in the end, this one sold, I've had it probably for 6 months. And the other one still hasn't sold. I actually did just buy one more of the same brand, but it is pure linen. And I've been selling a lot of linen lately. None today. That's okay. So this sold for $21.27 after fees, shipping, and my cost of goods was 56 cents at my favorite thrift store. My profit was $13.98. The other thing with my favorite thrift store and other just low cost of goods places are that I don't feel like I'm taking a huge risk. like while I thought, ooh, this is gonna sell for $40 really quickly, even though it didn't, I'm only out 56 cents. Now, I don't want to be out 56 cents, so I think you understand what I'm saying. I do have poly mailers that I have just purchased. I bought them from eBay and, no, not eBay, Amazon. I don't spend much on them. They're probably not the highest quality poly mailer out there. But again, I've not had anyone complain about them and they have worked really well for me. There is a whole lot going on outside my door today with my dog and my kids. But I tell you what, it's just life. These are Pure Jill, which is a J. Jill brand. Anyway, these are like a linen and cotton blend, just like pull-on stretchy pants. They are very cozy and comfy. I actually bought them thinking I was going to keep them for myself, and I didn't really love the way they fit. I also was thinking they would be more of like a, oh man, I gotta get the lint roller out. I was thinking they were gonna be like pants I could wear out in public, but they ended up just looking like sweatpants on me. And I have enough of those. So I went ahead and sold them. They are cute. They have got like a little detail here on the hem, which I thought was nice. I have a dog, Layla. She's in a lot of my earlier videos, but I don't go out of my way to put her in my videos, and sometimes she's just not around. You can hear her barking. But I end up getting dog hair sometimes. These sold for $25.92, and after fees and shipping, and my cost of goods was $2.15. I bought these at a local thrift store. My profit is $15.64 cents. Not that that 4 cents matters much, but. J. Jill is one of those brands that I pick up a lot, not necessarily knowing if it's going to be a good pickup or not. A similar brand is Harley Davidson. When I first started, oops, wrong way. So this is a little kind of off the shoulder, flowy little t-shirt, and Daytona, Florida is on the back. When I first started selling on eBay, I hit up a couple garage sales and found, I want to say, a handful of Harley Davidson items, and they all sold. And so I thought, you know what, if they're going to sell and sell fairly quickly, I just want to keep buying Harley Davidson. Well, not all Harley Davidson sells the same. That's true, I think, with every brand. I have found that the pieces that are not like your typical, just a regular Harley Davidson t-shirt, that those have sold fairly well for me. So something like this, where, you know, it's not just a t-shirt, it's a little bit different, a little more unique. Women's items, kids items, things like that. American Eagle is a brand I'm getting a little more particular with, but these are pretty cool, distressed and skinny. And I have teenage girls, and I know that people still wear this style. And whether or not a YouTuber tells me that skinny jeans are out, they're not out. I keep selling American Eagle skinny jeans for men and women. Now, I will tell you, they're not selling for like $40. These sold for, where'd they go? $21.65. So, and I mean, that's with an almost $10 in shipping. So after fees, shipping, and my cost of goods, which was $3 at a Goodwill, no, sorry, garage sale. GS is garage sale. Then my profit is only $7.38. Now that's, you know, doubling my money. Am I good with that? Yes. Do I wish I was doing better? Yes, but again, sometimes in my area, this is what I have to work with, and so that's what I get. Oftentimes jeans will fit, especially if they're over a pound. I will put them in a padded flat rate. They tend to fit really well, especially if they're under like a woman's 16 or 18. They fit, I mean, this was a size 4, that fits super easily. And sometimes it's cheaper for the buyer, not always. But the padded flat rates from the Postal Service are free. So I just go in and ask for them, and they give them to me, and they'll give me a big pile or a box at one time. So I love the padded flat rates. Sometimes I can't say it, but I love them. They make it easy. This is very cool. Again, a brand that I pick up way too often, but this was a good choice for me to buy. So this is Carhartt, but it is a very thick, heavy flannel, and it's just really cool. And it's also in excellent condition. Very, it almost feels new, honestly. Let's see, I think I need to send this, yeah, this has to go priority, and I think I'm gonna put it in a box. This sold for $38.60 after fees, shipping, and my cost of goods. So I bought this at a Salvation Army rummage sale. The Salvation Army here in town, like the church, we don't actually have a store. So the church has a rummage sale apparently a couple times a year, because I've gone to 2 so far this year. I'm hoping they'll do another one in the fall. But my profit is $19.71. My cost of goods was only $1.46 at that sale. The first sale I went to, I actually did a haul for, and oh my goodness, I think my cost of goods for most of those items was like 46 cents or something, 42 cents, something ridiculous. And I got some really good items. I got some good items here too. I found this, and it's actually like a 2X also, which I find that I think sometimes the larger sizes will do well. It seems to me anyway. But I found a Pendleton flannel, like a wool flannel, and it sold almost instantly as well for really good money. I think the Pendleton had a hole in it too, so this one I tried. I got kind of a low offer on it right away, and I came back and said no, and just, you know, asked. I think I had it listed for $40, and they offered me like $20, and I was like, well, did you meet me at $30? And because that's what the comps were telling me, this like heavy duty flannel was. And I know going into the fall season, you know, August, it's still summer, but we're heading there. We're getting to fall pretty fast. So I just know it was going to be more desirable. So I sat on it for a couple days, and then somebody came back and offered, and it must have been 25 again. So again, I don't really like to store my items. I want to sell them. So if I'm going to miss out on 20 bucks, I guess I'm going to miss out on 20 bucks. This was really cool. I found this at a yard sale. I'm pretty sure I only actually paid 25 cents for it, but my average cost of goods was $1.27. So this is Kawasaki, which is a motorcycle brand, and it is a vintage t-shirt. I believe it is actually single stitch. It is single stitch. So, okay, I'm gonna come show you. So single stitch only has one line of stitching here. Most modern t-shirts will have 2 lines of stitching here. If it's a single stitch hem, and it's on the bottom of the shirt also, single stitch, then there's something about that is desirable for the people who like the vintage things. I thought this was really cool. It was like that kind of sparkly silver, but there is some damage to it. Like it has kind of weird pulling around the belly, like, I don't know. And it's pretty pilled. If you don't know what pilled means, it's like the little balls that, you know, it's like washwear. Just kind of, I don't know, it gets kind of icky, I guess. So this didn't sell for much, and it didn't sell very quickly either. But I thought it was just too cool to pass up for, I think in actuality, I paid 25 cents, but it sold for $20.30. So after fees and shipping and my average cost of goods, it was $11.60 in profit. So I am, you know, that's good considering how much little I paid for it. If you even, you know, talk about my average cost of goods for the day, I made 10 times my investment, which I think is pretty great. This is an LL Bean button up. It is a men's button up, and again, it's like a 2XL tall. I bought it thinking that my husband would like it, but he actually doesn't need the tall. And so he just felt like it was way too big. So I don't remember how much I actually paid for it. I'm certain I got it at a thrift, I mean, I know I got it at a thrift store. And I probably didn't pay more than $5 for it. But I didn't put a cost of goods into it because I don't remember. And so the buyer paid $26.60. So after fees and shipping, my profit is $16.68. If you take out the fact that I probably paid $5-ish for it, then I still made a $10 profit on something, and that would have doubled my money. So that, believe it or not, was pretty heavy, but it was still a first class item, which is good. I just don't mind the first class. It makes it a little more cumbersome when I'm trying to reuse my calling mailers that are recycled, but you can also ask your friends and neighbors. My sister was recently just watching one of my videos about shipping supplies, and she texted me and she was like, "Do you want all my Amazon packages?" Sure, absolutely, I'll take your Amazon packages. You know what, this I'm gonna put in a box. So this is a swimming suit. The brand is Miracle Suit. This is a brand I have just heard on YouTube. So I found this at a local thrift store, and it was in a thrift store that has like a boutique section, and so it was priced up. I comped it, of course, and I thought after the comps, I was very willing to spend the $7.50 that it cost me. So I know for a lot of people, $7.50 is like pretty normal, but that's just not normal for me. But also finding a Miracle Suit is not normal for me. I'm putting it in a box because it has cups, like padded cups, and when they get squished, they get kind of funky. And so I do that with my bras. I put them in boxes just to kind of protect that padding in there. So, like I said, I paid $7.50. The buyer paid $55.17 within a day. That never happens to me. Sometimes things will sell within a week, but that was a day. It was crazy. I shouldn't say that never happens. It rarely happens to me. My profit then is $37.57. By far my average profit. So these boxes are 8 by 6 by 4, and I'm pretty sure I just bought them on Amazon or eBay. I found a good deal, used somebody's like Amazon link probably, and I bought them specifically for hats, but I have used them quite often with swimming suits and bras as well. Then just this past week, I went to a close-ish bigger city with a friend of mine and our daughters to kind of go back to school shopping. And I talked them into letting me go to a Salvation Army down there. And I found this theory dress. And it's very basic, but just very kind of classic looking, and a blush pink. It was very pretty, a smaller size. I think it's an 8. Yeah, I comped everything. I did end up buying like a Bowden dress and a fresh produce dress. Oh, I found Eileen Fisher, which I was very excited about. I comped, I think, pretty much everything. Maybe not the Eileen Fisher because I was too excited. Which I don't know if I should be excited about Eileen Fisher, but I was. Anyway, this theory dress they, you know, the comps were saying the dresses were selling at about $40, but the sell-through rate really was not good for this style of dress, the sleeveless and the knee length. And I thought, you know, we're kind of going out of the season to wear sleeveless dresses much. So I ended up I priced it at $40, but I ended up taking a $25 offer, but again, within a couple days, just because I keep saying it, but it's just true. I just don't want to store things because the sell-through rate was so low. I thought, I really just don't want to be holding on to this for forever, just trying to get $40 out of it. I still sold it for $30.95. So the $25 plus what they paid in shipping after fees and shipping, and my cost of goods was $5, which was part of the reason I struggled with that was, you know, still even after that, my profit was $17.13. And then this is a Harry Potter shirt. It is kids and it's sequins, and it's one of those where if you brush it one way, it's one thing, and if you brush it the other, like there, now it's Hogwarts at night. I bought this, I was thinking it would fit one of my kids, but there's no way it would fit one of my kids. I don't know. We are big Harry Potter fans around here. So I didn't expect to get a lot of money out of this, but I also have a kids consignment sale where if I don't sell the kids items, and sometimes I specifically pick things up only for the consignment sale, I just know that I can sell them there for $5-ish. So the Harry Potter sweatshirt I bought for $1, I sold for $16 and I can't read my writing, some odd cents. And after fees and shipping and my cost of goods, I still profited $9.26 on this. Well, I ran out of all my poly mailers, so now I'm going to open my package from eBay. I bought with when you have an eBay store, you get a shipping coupon and a shipping supply coupon, I should say. And so I have poly mailers that I buy that are eBay branded, and they're pretty nice quality. They're, I don't know, I think they're kind of heavier. They're pretty decent. What was I going to say about those? They cost a little more than my shipping coupon. I have like one of the smaller stores, so I only have a $25 coupon. But it's almost like getting 1 month for free. I think you get one coupon per quarter. So I don't remember if I bought those in July as part of my third quarter, or if that's left over from second quarter. I probably need to figure that out because I'll need to use my third quarter coupon if not. So that is all that I have today. I'm gonna load these up in my giant IKEA bag and head off to the post office and say hello to my friendly postal worker ladies. They're always so very kind to me. So thank you so much for joining me. Let me know how your first week in August has been so far. If you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel right here. You can also check out another video here, and I make videos about reselling and just kind of my journey along the way, things that I've bought, things that I've sold. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you soon.